because wano mu Uganda kyo baasalawo ne bagamba olunaku luno katulukuze olwa population olw'abantu mu ggwanga katulukuze naddala wano mu Uganda era nga nayagala nnyo omulamwa ate gwe baasikayo okubanga boogerako era ng'ogwo omulamwa gwali ku mindset change for wealth creation, ending child marriages and teenage pregnancies. Ate kuno okujaguza bakukolera 10 district ku bomb grounds. Bwoba tewaliyo, you can go on social media, you can go online and try to find out what aspired that day, but kirungi nnyo nti ate bayongera okusimba essirako early child marriages and then the teenage pregnancies. Talk about teenage pregnancies and early child marriages. Olwaleero ate tugenda kwogera ku kintu ekyekussiriza wano ate ng'ekyo ekintu kiri ku byandya ya nutrition, but nutrition in mothers and children, or what we've called maternal child health nutrition. Yes, mama n'omwana bataata temunyigira temugamba ati taata tetumuwuliddeemu awo taata gwe kola gwa kugabirira bye tugenda okwogerako awo ojja kuba mwoli bw'otaabikole ojja kuba tolimba. Our topic of discussion tonight is about maternal child health nutrition, and in this we want to look at a pregnant mother, a woman that is pregnant. We want to look at a woman during the time of delivery or towards the time of delivery. We want to look at a woman or a child, but a woman during that time. We want also to look at a child growing up to 1,000 days of his or her life. So tetwagala okutunuulira nti omwana nga aweza ennaku 10 biki byalina okulya nga atuuka okuweza ezo ennaku, ate ne maama biki byalina okuliisibwa oba okulya okuva lwafunye olubuto, okuva lwategedde nti ndi lubuto mpaka lwayosoona omwana n'aweza zino ennaku. Sirinze ka mu studio ate muzikirize mbeere nga mbanjulira omugenyi waffe gwe tulina olwaleero ng'ate ye mukugu bintu bino ebyokulya, nutritionist Kamara Daniel. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Greetings to our viewers and welcome them on the show.
Hello viewers of Google Television. I'm Kamara Daniel, a clinical community nutritionist. So as they have told you, today we shall talk about maternal child health nutrition.
Community health nutritionist. Community kitegeeza munnange mwe
in the villages, in the communities, across the country.
Yeah, kyembadde njagala nkitegeeza nti babirimu we ali eyatulaba tetukugjeemu. We talk about the community, bambi buli muntu kuba olina community gy'oba olimu kitegeeza nti mu nsonga zino oba mwoli nga bwe mbagambye, it's going to be about the mother and the child. Taata gogenda kukola gwa kugabirira ku bisi bye tugenda okwogerako ekiro ky'olwaleero. But if you want to be a part of this, osobola okuba ennamba y'essimu. Leero nja kukkiriza amasimu tugafune bukyali, nduli bambi mu nsaasire amasimu tetwagafuna bukyali naye tugenda gafuna bukyali. Ennamba ejja kuba note 2 note 9 note 4 note emu note. Bw'oba olina obubaka ng'oyagala kusindika mu message, osobola okukozesa ennamba ya WhatsApp note 788 emu 4 note 74 emu 0788140741, oba ayagala okuba essimu 0200904010. Producer ajja kuba asiterawo ku screen so that you can be able to call in. Katutandike nga twebuuza maternal child health nutrition kitegeeza ki? Nutrition ya mama n'omwana kitegeeza ki? Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Madam Gift, for hosting me. So when we talk about maternal child health nutrition, we mean the nutrition component that begins when a mother plans to be pregnant. She gets pregnant, she delivers. After delivery, she goes on takes care of the baby nutritionally up to 1,000 days, the very critical important days of the baby in life, where the brain develops and very other many important functions, the cognitive functioning among others of the baby. Actually, maternal child health nutrition also includes that care as the baby continuously grows up to 5 years. But usually we stop at 1,000 days because they are the very critical years of the baby, of which the brain, cognition, psychological development takes place. So when we talk about that topic, it is a very broad topic that mothers need to be keen about. Tongera kusaba abakyala baanirize omulamwa guno baguteeke mu nkola bulijjo balabike nga if you want to be pregnant, you know it and you are ready for it psychologically, financially, and you can take care of the pregnancy very, very well. So from there, when you get pregnant, when you are aware, when you are comfortable, when you are very financially well, that means the pregnancy period will be very interesting for you. The baby will be very interesting. The pregnancy period will not disturb you a lot because any complication of the pregnancy, with all aspects, you'll be able to go to the hospital, clinic, and get care. And as the pregnancy continuously grows, you are capable of doing other more things during delivery. Birth preparedness plan is drawn very well. Delivery clinic is sorted, and you have a very nice baby, and of which nutrition is a big, big component from preconception care till the 1,000 days of the baby.
Thank you so much. Just a quick one. Njagala kuzayo katono. Ogambye omukyala okwetegeka psychologically nga tanafuna luno lubuto. Does it mean if we talk of the nutrition, does it have to be before they even get pregnant? Omuntu wamanya nti anafuna olubuto atandika okwerabirira mu nsonga ezo nga tannaba nakulufuna, oba tutandika nga tumaze okufuna olubuto?
Yes, that's a very nice question. The mother should be prepared even before you get pregnant. Before you start thinking of getting pregnant, with which man, with whom one, you should be able to accommodate the baby. So when you love the baby, when you love the pregnancy, it helps you psychologically to prepare. You know the love mothers have for the baby they want, so that you avoid unwanted challenges during pregnancy period. So preconception care, that term is called preconception care. The care we give to persons considering pregnancy. It can be a young man considering to marry a young lady, and it can be a young lady considering to get married, like that, vice versa is true. So the care we give can be psychological, it can be nutritional, it can be other knowledge from healthcare providers that can actually assist you. They can do laboratory investigations among others. They can do blood grouping, which is very, very key in detecting the rhesus incompatibilities. They can do analysis. They can do, among very many tests, CBC, HB levels to detect anemia. So if you're anemic, they tell you the remedies to do when you are pregnant or before you get pregnant, so that you get enough blood.
Okay, so ate eri batata mbagala nnyo mu kintu kino bamusonga zino oyinza okuddayo n'ogamba ate bannange essente economy essente zitabuse muntu waliwo ebintu ebimutaddi atajja kufuna naye muneewalo tuli mu bajjukiza nti abakyala abo abali embuto oba buli mukyala yenna nga alowooza okutandika okufuna ku baana olina okwerabirira mu bino ebintu bya nutrition, oyagala oba toyagala, whether you have the money, whether you don't have the money. Ensonga ki abaami ate mbagala babeeko nnyo balabe kiki ekibeetagisa bo okola mu nsonga zino. Katulabe naddala okusimba essira, what is the role of nutrition towards the mother and a child? Yes, the importance of the maternal child health nutrition. Lwaki twagala nnyo maama ono mu byendya alabirirwe bulungi? Lwaki twagala luno olubuto ng'omukyala ali lubuto psychologically mu byendya abe nga alabirirwa bulungi? Oba lwaki omwana ono ng'amaze okuzaalibwa alina okuba nga ate aliisibwa mu ngeri enjawulo, na biki by'alina okulya? Katusooke tulabe emigaso gyabyo.
Thank you so much for that good question. The role of nutrition in pregnant mothers. Number one is that it helps mothers and fathers or the families to get good pregnancy outcomes. Usually when mothers have good nutrition statuses.
Okay. Njagala omulabi waffe ategeere bulungi. Ngenda kusimba essira ku bintu ebimu omusawo byagenda okwogera. Good pregnancy outcomes. Ze ziriwa ezo?
So when we talk about good pregnancy outcomes, we mean the a good child, a good pregnancy outcome means when you deliver a healthy, lively baby. So a healthy, lively baby is got when the mother is nutritionally very fine. Yes. So bad pregnancy outcomes that result due to malnutrition or when a mother has poor nutrition status is that the mother may get premature babies. You may deliver before the term. Yes, okay. Before 9 months. Can actually also have intrauterine growth restriction, where you find the baby has been born but with retarded development. The baby's cognition in a later life will be detected to find that the cognition is too raw. So the next one is that it also leads the babies are at a high risk of birth defects. Take for example, a baby being born without the spinal cord, a baby being born with an open abdomen or stomach, a baby being born without some body parts. So when the mother is not nutritionally very fine, the baby is at a risk of birth defects. And actually mothers, they know these defects and they have seen them among their fellow women who deliver them. So that's number one. Good nutrition ensures mothers to have better pregnancy outcomes. A healthy baby that is not malnourished, a healthy baby that has good weight. Okay. A good weight baby should range from 2.5 kilograms. So you find mothers actually also deliver raw birth weight babies. That results from poor nutrition during pregnancy. Okay. So number two, a good mother who is nutritionally very fine usually has good also pregnancy outcome on her side. That was on the side of the baby. On her side, we mean you mother, you have less complications. Take for example the PPH, postpartum hemorrhage, over bleeding after delivery usually is also minimized because usually these mothers have no anemia. So when the mother has no anemia, the bleeding is always minimal, even if the mother overbleeds and it is not considered overbleeding. So it is to not be a risk factor to maternal death, which is at a rise. So for nutrition, there are always hidden factors that are not always considered, but they affect you in a later time.
Thank you so much. So over the role of nutrition towards the mother and then the child. Well, talking about the importance to agala tulabe nti okay tutegede gine migaso jejiri era mama agifuna n'omwana ne community efunamu si mama n'omwana eka ffenna tuba tufunamu. So twagala ate tulabe biki bye tulina okusimbako essira if we're talking of nutrition kuba kati manyi omuntu ataba alina ekibuuzo nga kati biki byembandya biki byemba nino okukola biki bwemba maze okuzaala oba bwemba nkyali lubuto biki bye nina okuwa omwana. And we really want to get to understand nti omukyala bw'amala okuzaala okwerabirira nutritionally nga kukomaawo nga kati adda ku mwana kiina kuba kitya. But now we want to understand the kinds of foods eziyina nutrients mamono ze yeetaaga ate nga zigenda kuba na za mugaso eri omwana.
Okay, thank you so much. The pregnant mother is eligible to eat a balanced diet. First stop. When talk about balanced diet, the mother should look into having carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, these are go foods that help the mother to have energy, to do homework, home activities. When we talk about home activities, we mean the simple pregnant mother's work, to do house chores, cleaning utensils, move around the house, do physical exercises. That energy that we're using is from go foods. Number two, we talk about grow foods. Grow foods.
Okay, today carbohydrates.
Example.
Twagala example carbohydrates ekyo kigambo kinene nnyo eri nze n'eri omuntu atulaba but twagala okukimenyaamenya mbw'oyogera carbohydrates bintu ki byotegeeza bintu kingende bugenzi mu katale wa mu supermarket mbagambe njagala carbohydrates or
so carbohydrates, when we talk about carbohydrates or the energy giving foods or the go foods, we mean the cassava, the muhogo. Everyone knows muhogo. It is on market these days, and it is It is a good carbohydrate. We talk about sweet potatoes. We talk about bread. We talk about rice, posho, among others. Those energy-giving foods. The yams. Everyone knows the yams. If you go to the market, especially Karere, it's where you often see those things. So they are always in abundance. Webiri bingi nnyo weewa wansawo ku Karere market osangawo carbohydrates zonna nga zoyagala. Waliwo muwogo, waliwo olumonde, waliwo Irish potatoes, obumonde obuzungu, byonna weebiri wansawo. Ate abakyala babimanyi.
Kiki ekirala kye tuba tutunuulira?
Tugenda kugera ku grow foods, the flourishing foods, or the ones that give us immunity. When we talk about those ones, we mean vitamins and minerals. The fruits and the vegetables. I think you are a senior here. Most ladies love juice, love what? All those ones, they are taking in vitamins and minerals. So fruits and vegetables, this babiyita bata mu Luganda?
The fruits? Envendirwa?
Exactly.
Fruits are fruits.
Okay, those ones.
But the vegetables, envendirwa.
Envendirwa.
Yes. Exactly,
those ones. Dodo, sukuma wiki, spinach. Also have black-eyed peas. Manyi black-eyed peas?
Fruits ebibala. Fruits ebibala mu Luganda.
Okay, I was still talking about vegetables, and we've talked about spinach. Mothers can access spinach, can access sukuma wiki, can access dodo, can access black-eyed peas, can access among others. But we prefer them to steam, not to boil.
To steam,
steaming, we mean putting those vegetables usually on top of food. They get steamed, you remove them. Usually after around 5 minutes before the nutrients are lost. You prefer the quickest cooking method.
Okay.
So fruits muzitegeera mwenna waliwo obutunda bw'e Masaka obumanyi kati babulinyisa n'ebbeeyi buna bwa 10. So you can buy them. We also have beetroot that is rich in iron, and we encourage mothers to take this when you're pregnant. We encourage you to always make a beetroot juice, mix it with some mangoes. Also encourage the intake of purples, watermelons in abundance. We encourage mothers to take them before meal. Every before meal you take them. At night, if
before,
you can,
not after.
Yes, before meals, 30 minutes you take fruits, then you eat. And actually, at night you can prefer not to eat supper and you take fruits. If you take supper at around 5, then you can take fruits at 8, then you sleep at 10. Which is very fine. Yes, it regulates your weight also. If you want to manage weight, you can prefer that method
not
also.
To take supper in the night.
Yes. Or to reduce the intake. But usually when you take these fruits and vegetables, they also have dietary fiber. The dietary fiber makes you full. And it makes you actually not eat food. So you don't sleep hungry, you sleep when you're satisfied.
Any other thing on that balanced diet?
On the balanced diet, you have the grow foods, which we call the proteins. Yes, they help us to build the body, the worn out cells. Cells, they are smallest units of the body that make the whole body the way we look. So the proteins are the ones actually that are very important when you are pregnant. When you take them, the baby's tissues are made very, very well. Tissues and organs, among tissues are the ones that make organs, and organs, they make systems make the body. So from the tissues, that's when we have the general body structure. So we encourage the intake of proteins more. And among others, when you talk about minerals, I've not talked about minerals, we talk about the calcium that is very essential for the formation of the body skeleton, the baby's skeleton inside, to have lower limbs, the arms, the legs, to have the normal head, to have the ribs. You can actually give birth to a baby who has no ribs if you're not very careful. But if your diet is very, very okay, you are sure you have a very lively normal baby.
Okay, you can call and inquire on 0200904010, or you can send us a message on WhatsApp on 0788140741. Don't hesitate to call. You can call now. Producer Nkamusabate ate amasimu kati musonga zino ya nutrition bino njagala nnyo okuwulira okuva gye muli because we've had so many cases of people not knowing what to do when they are pregnant or even after giving birth. Tebamanyi biki abaana be balina kulya n'abaana be batalina kulya, but a specialist is here, a nutritionist whom you can inquire from. Ate natogenda nakusasula ssente, but he's talked about us having a balanced diet and njagala tube practical nnyo. Balanced diet kizibu the musawo ali mu kutugamba kyetwetaaga but kizibu okuba nti ku sowaani yo oyinako omuwogo oba ejjuuni oba fruit oba ebyo bintu byonna nga kwebiri if we look at what is called a plate, but njagala tuyambeko tulabe ebintu nga at least maybe nyinza okulya ekyemisana kyange ng'ebintu ebimu tebiriiko ate ekyeggulo nembifuna naye ng'ate so njagala tulabe how can we balance it. Does it mean that nina okugula buli kimu ne kibeerako ku plate oba buli lwenfumba emmere, or I can have it once in 2 days or 3 days? We want to have those practical things that are achievable. Tino omuntu afale wadde economy etawaana, they can be able to do that.
That's very true. It is very true. Of course, in this economy, economy banange yatabuse dda mukimanyi mwena eyewammwe economy embi nnyo ate we encourage the intake of balanced diet still remains static, but you individually you can propose to say today if I take some matoke with some rice with some vegetables and nuts, actually that's the balanced diet is done. Yes, most people actually do the balanced diet unknowingly, but the truth is that when you eat matoke, you put on nuts, you put on vegetables, you drink water after 30 minutes. That's nutrition, and that's a balanced diet because you have included in carbohydrates, you've taken vitamins, you've taken minerals which are in water. Most people think nutrition or balanced diet, you have to have meat, you have to have fish tomorrow, next day you have chicken, next day you have to have beef. Really, you can opt. Of course, there are some nutrients that are found in meat, especially organ meats, that are rich in some nutrients, especially iron. We encourage the intake of organ meat to have iron. So, but in case you can say maybe weekly, I will take them twice or once, not miss that iron. But also have iron in vegetables. In case you miss that side, you get this side. So you don't miss from all sides. You are always caught up between the two, yes. So balanced diet, don't be rigid and say, me, I don't have money, I can't manage a balanced diet. Today, if you take potatoes with beans, yes, beans are proteins. Especially the white beans. We encourage the intake of white beans.
Okay.
You take beans, you take water later. Tomorrow, you buy dodo. The problem, they want to overfry. Bagala nnyo kubisiika nnyo ne bugwamu ekiriisa. So if you steam them very well, you eat them with one potato, you can be very satisfied and also feel you've taken a nutritious meal. That's just nutrition. You sometimes fry, but don't over fry, and you use fresh cooking oil. Usually when you get cooking oil from the market, you use it and keep it in a covered container, very covered. Yes, you can fry like twice a week. Don't overfry because you also need those fats and lipids in the body.
Okay. Kale ate tukyalaba maternal child health nutrition. Yes, for people that are planning to get pregnant, people that are already pregnant, during and after delivery, and then for the baby up to 1,000 days of his or her life. Twagala tulabe ate nutrition ayamba atya omwana kukula kwe okuviira ddala ng'akyali mu lubuto mpaka ng'amaze n'okuzaalibwa. How does it contribute to a child's growth? Yes, growth and then development. Those are two different things. So omusawo waffe ate kaabe nga atunyonyola ku nsonga y'okukula kw'omwana.
Oh, thank you so much. So nutrition, as we've said, is a very broad topic, maternal child. When a mother is nutrition okay, that means we give it to a healthy baby. But now the healthy baby is here. What do we need to do? A healthy baby needs to be catered for very well for the first 6 months. So 1,000 days are calculated from there. You get 9-month pregnancy, you get 6 months. So when you find out in the first 6 months that the child is properly breastfed 8 to 12 times a day without any other food, without water, without milk, except anything from breast milk, the child's cognition is very strong. The developmental milestones are not interrupted. The developmental milestones, these are stages that the baby goes through to grow. The sitting, the crawling, the standing up, those are the stages
Okay,
that the baby goes through.
Hello? 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 Okay, kirabika ate nkusubiddwa naye mbadde nkusabuddemu okuba essimu ogenda kuba ate oyita bulungi bw'okuba essimu kendeezaako ku ddoboozi lya TV oba osobola okufuluma ebweru bw'okendeeza you can try to speak a bit louder oba ofune network nandyagadde okuddamu okuwuliza abadde akubye essimu ate abadde mwami njagala abaami bakobere eddala ku nsonga zino babuuze ku lw'abakyala baabwe naye ate n'abakyala please you can really call in tukyayogerako maternal child health nutrition lwaki ndiisa y'abakyala ab'ey'omukyala n'omwana ya mugaso nnyo ate bw'oliisa omukyala omwana afuniramu wa bw'oba oli atayagala liisa mukyala lowooza ku mwana so byonna it's a two way ate ffenna tufunamu not only the mother or the child but even you the dad and the entire community enyuma ng'erimu abaana abali healthy abaana abatalwalalwala it's you know it's so much encouraging ne resources tezigenda nyingi eza government nereka tusooke tubitegeere ate oluvannyuma tumanye ki ekyokukola so tuli mu kwogera ku mugaso gwa nutrition eri okukula kw'omwana we said growth and then development lwaki kya mugaso maama ono okuliisa omwana obulungi oba ye okulya obulungi ng'ali lubuto
that actually we are on it and we said we have delivered already the mother. So now we are telling the mother that you breastfeed only or exclusively up to 6 months. Actually, most mothers don't want to breastfeed. Mothers don't want to breastfeed. So when you don't breastfeed the mother for complete 6 months, exception of other foods, the baby is at a risk of getting diseases all the time. When you're introducing other feeds, because the baby's enzymes are not yet grown up, the child will always get recurrent diarrheas. The food will not be fully digested. And the recurrent diarrheas bring dehydration. From dehydration, the baby will get complications, malnutrition will set in. That's why you see actually children who are below 6 months, when they get malnutrition, they are at a high risk of mortality. They often die very, very fast. So these mothers are encouraged to exceptionally breastfeed mothers without any other food, without milk, without infant formulas, except breast milk up to complete 6 months. On 6 months, when you take the child for immunization, they give them vitamin A. When they give them vitamin A, they also teach you that on this date, you'll begin feeding. You'll bring in complementary feeds. So complementary feeds are the ones that supplement breast milk. That does not mean when you introducing the other feeds, for example, Irish potatoes, omondo zungu, the matoke, the rice, among others, you can bring in any other food on 6 months. You stop breastfeeding. No, you continue breast milk. Yes.
Okay.
Keep the baby on breast milk, and as you continue immunization. Also, mothers, they don't want to go for immunization. Abashaala tebagala kugenda kugema abaana bammwe. Mugende mugemese ate abaana they get protected from diseases. So we encourage mothers to at least try exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months. From there, introduce the feeds and continue breastfeeding. When you continue breastfeeding to 1,000 days, those are 2 years, the baby's mental development is very okay and has developed. Those babies, they don't miss any milestone. The babies, when they reach on the stage of sitting, they're able to sit. When they reach on the stage of crawling, they're able to crawl very well. When they reach on the level of standing, walking around, they can try. When they reach on the stage of talking, they try talking like that, recognizing people, calling names. The baby is very, very good at that. So minding about the child's nutrition is very, very key immediate after birth till the 1,000 days. So the 1,000 days includes the exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months, introduction of complementary feeds, or which we've called other extra foods, supplement on the breast milk. We've also said it also includes immunization schedule, continuously taking the child for immunization, among other related services which are there for the child. It also includes the screening of other related diseases of the child in case the child develops illnesses. Actually, those children who have that care, free breastfed, they rarely get sickness. They can actually get like maybe flu or cough, and that heals itself very fast. Self-limiting viral infections, they usually dissolve very fast without medications. Yes.
Thank you so much, Ate. Abakobi Bafe. I want to thank so much Jacqueline Aliko, Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and everyone that is watching us online. Thank you so much. Bakobe Simo, the number is over the screen. If you want to use WhatsApp, the number is 0788140741. nga tetunaba ate kubanga tukomekereza programu yaffe kuba bwo obudde buli mu kubanga butambulira ddala tulabye tumanyi kye tuyita antenatal eri abakyala n'abaami abalina abakyala tumanyi kye bayita antenatal bw'oba oliyo ng'obadde togenda mu antenatal ate give it a thought, not even giving it a thought, it's very, very important. Chiyambagwe actually, chiyamba musawo chiyambagwe. So, but I want us to look at something that's very interesting in these remaining minutes, and that is about nutrition counseling. We've gone for so many different counselings. Naye twagala tulabe abamu olwo ebintu bye tubuusa amaaso naye nga bya mugaso oba bya makulu nnyo nga tomanyi nti oba obulwadde bw'olwala kiva ku immune system y'okubanga nafunafu olina by'omisinga olina nutrients z'otalya. So I want to ask our guest tonight okutuyamba okutunyonyola ku nutrition counseling. Why is it important era ddi lwengenda for such kind of counseling? Oba ninde gena primary counseling is okay or any other counseling, but why is it important for us to attend nutrition counseling? Because it's, I don't know whether it's something that we really get involved into. Naye kati nga twogera ku nsonga za maama n'omwana ku byendya yaabwe, lwaki kikulu nnyo for them to come for that kind of counseling?
Thank you so much. So the nutrition counseling, it is very, very vital for the mother and the baby. Usually nutrition counseling is done after assessment. When these mothers come with their children after assessment, these healthcare workers refer the mothers and the baby to the nutritionist to do counseling, to find out the foods available for the child, to find out when the baby started eating, to find out how many times the baby eats, to find out the food that the baby likes, to find out what problems that have caused this. From there they go into counseling, and if the mother is capable of changing, actually the mother is sent home on a return basis. So the mother is given a return basis to see if what was agreed on changed. So counseling is a very comprehensive procedure because usually these mothers deny, they usually don't want to accept.
Okay.
But of which it is very, very important. When you accept, things end very fast. When you accept, counseling goes on very fast, and from there everything is assured that the baby will be very okay, and return dates are not missed. When you deny, return dates are usually missed.
Okay.
And counseling session, they are breaks. So counseling session, once begun, it needs to continue in a progressive manner.
Okay, tweyanziza nnyo ate omusawo waffe tugenda kuba ate twongera okwagala okukattiriza ku nsonga zino naye ate n'okubanga tumaliriza programu yaffe ey'olwaleero twagala tulabe engeri ki bino ebintu by'endya nutrition, how can it be improved? We've not looked at the different statistics of women that have come to hospitals with issues with their nutrition, but I know we have a very big gap here if it comes to that. How can you and I improve on our nutrition status even amidst the scarcity of money? I strongly believe that there is something that we can really do, and it's very achievable. If you're out there and then you're saying fruits, as in vegetables, bya bay kati emboga eri ku sente west dodali ku sente west, biki bye tuyinza okukola to make sure that we improve on this?
Thank you so much. Improving nutrition is very key and starts with us from home. So we encourage crop production.
Okay.
From homes. We encourage each house to have a vegetable garden. You can use sack methods. You can design your compound with vegetables, not flowers. You can use ladders. You can use kitchen method, among others. You can have vegetables at home all the time, and this will help you not to go to the market all the time to buy. So crop production is number one, which is very, very essential. Number two, we can also ensure timely diagnosis and treatment of other diseases that bring in malnutrition. Take, for example, malaria. If you are pregnant, if your child gets a fever and other symptoms and signs, please rush to the health center. They test the baby for malaria. Once malaria is severe, it breaks down the red blood cells. Those parasites break down the red blood cells, of which they lead to anemia. So early diagnosis and treatment is very key. Also have continuous immunization, especially for dewormers, to treat helminthes or parasites, those worms inside. They also bring in malnutrition when they overcrowd the body. So we also need to eliminate parasites through that method. So also encourage continuous assessment. That's why every hospital has a triage board. It's the very first system where the patients are done. Mark, mid upper arm circumference. You've seen mothers or people measure you on the arm, take your weight, take your height, take your BMI, the body mass index. All those ones are nutritional measurements that are very important to detect your risk to non-communicable diseases like hypertension, like diabetes, like others and others. So when they take those measurements, actually sometimes themselves tells you, you know what, you need to see a nutritionist.
Okay.
After those assessments.
Thank you.
All those are strategies that have been put in place to make sure nutrition is, and also have nutrition advocation. Nutrition needs to be prioritized among families and individuals, and also the government should come in and make sure nutrition is given a priority. Once nutrition is not given a priority, surely nutrition will not improve.
Thank you so much. Well, we believe that the world's largest program to battle malnutrition amongst mothers and then children, its objective is to campaign against the malnutrition that is amongst the women and then the children. So we're going to continue with this discussion on Twitter, that is Google Day TV Uganda on Twitter. So if you've been watching us and maybe you've not been able to go through, you've gotten issues with the phone calls going through, just go on our Twitter page, or you can go onto our Facebook. We shall be able to go through your views or your comments there. Tukubiriza abakyala na abakyala abali eyo abamaze okuzaala abaana, musawo atugambye take them for immunization and make sure you follow the schedules the way they are given to you. Just about now tugenda kuba ate tukomekereza program yaffe era nga nsaba omugenyi waffe nutritionist Kamara Daniel okubanga ate atusiibula oba totuwa entanda esembayo tujja kuba ate tukomawo oluddako.
Thank you so much once again. I'm privileged to be in the studios of Google Day Television. So we've been talking about maternal child health nutrition. We've talked about a comprehensive package that the mother needs before pregnancy. The mother needs to attend or antenatal. Take those tablets that are given. Always take those tablets. The ferrous sulfate, the folic acids, take them. Sometimes they can maybe bring nausea, but you don't vomit. Sometimes they can irritate your stomach, sometimes, but continuously take them. Number 3, take those fansidas that you are given. Mothers don't like fansida. Please take those fansidas. They're important in protection against malaria, and malaria in pregnancy is very fatal. Number 3, always go for assessments, nutrition assessment. Once you see the swelling of the feet, once you see you are not gaining weight during pregnancy, once you see you are overgaining weight during pregnancy, once you don't feel yourself, always go for consultation and assessment in time. About delivery, choose a clinic that is safe, or a health center or a hospital that is very safe for you in time. So once you choose that one, you'll be sure that your child is in safe hands. And once you deliver, please, up to 6 months, ensure exclusive breastfeeding. On 6 months, introduce other feeds, among others. Thank you so much for watching us tonight.
Okay, tukusanga.
I'm based at Shine Medical Imaging Maternity and Nutrition Habitation Center at Chitewi.
Okay.
After Kabusu, you slope down, continue up on that, there is a Kasawi. Then you continue opposite Chitewi Catholic Church.
Okay, Tayanzi, thank you so much for honoring our invitation, and then to my dear viewers, abalabeno program, mwabatubezao, mumbezao. Thank you so much for always tuning in and watch the health program. You can follow me on Twitter, Gift Nakayinga, on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, Gift Nakayinga. So in case you want to be hosted on this program, you can go on my Facebook, Gift Nakayinga, or on Google TV Facebook to tell us that you want to be hosted. Tujakulabate engeri to connecting so, and if you also want to be a sponsor for this program, sponsor now. Still do the same. Go to my Facebook or go to TV Facebook, or you can visit our website, and then we shall make sure that we connect with you, or you can come directly to our offices, Google TV, located along Sapo Lokagwa Road at Makere Full Gospel Church. But till next Wednesday, I remain Gift Nakayinga. Good night.
Good Day TV, lighting your soul.
Hallelujah.